Alrighty, Juanitosville, this is the first video that we're recording with the new tablet. Anyways, friends, we are here, guys, and we're looking at this labradorite. This is from Madagascar, so I guess you might say it's Madagascarian. Anybody know? Facsimile me the answer, but it is from Madagascar. I was gonna have you guys help me kind of figure out what stone to use, but I decided to go and make an executive decision to go with this big one. Look, I decided to go with this one because I just thought it was like super magnificent, and it's the biggest one. So like, yo, let's go for this one. This is gonna be a pendant. I'm gonna do a pendant, and this is gonna sit on the chest of probably a lovely lady, and whoever lady wears this big pendant needs to have fairly large amount of self-confidence. Let me show you guys what my idea is. It's a little bit outside of the box. Actually, it's going to sit like this. It's a little bit outside of the box, but it's a jewelry adventure, guys, and that's what we're here for, is jewelry adventures. I don't know exactly how this is going to turn out, but I know it's going to be epic. I can kind of imagine in my mind, but I want to show and take you guys along for the ride. So, yeah, let's make our dreams come true. All right, jewelry outlaws and rebels out there. This is 26 gauge, very thin, because this is an experiment. I don't want to go too thick because I don't want to waste silver, but I know for sure it'll work with 26. I'll see how well and easy it is to work, and based on that information, I'll probably go in the next one I do, if I do one like this again, which these are all pretty much one-of-a-kind pieces, guys. If I do another one, I'll probably try to bump it up to 22 gauge if 26 gauge is fairly easy. And I would normally probably use 24 gauge on this, but I don't think I have any more 24, so it's 26 it is, friends. Like this. This would be part of the bail. I want for it to come through, and then possibly my pen wants to. Boom. I need a lot of space there. I want to roll them. So if this is the stone, this piece comes out, and then it's actually rolls like, and then it's rolled and it squeezes the stone down. Is that a dumb idea or is that a cool idea? I think it's cool. Yeah, you guys are with me. We're gonna do this. We're gonna make it happen. Watch. The vision will come to fruition because we believe in ourselves, friends. We believe in ourselves. We might be villains, but hey, it's not all just dastardly deeds on this side of the tracks, friends. We're here to help each other. Let's go. All right, friends, here we are. This is what I've drawled out for us. If you guys can see this, I want this to be like this, and I want for it to come through, and I just eyeballed it. I flipped it around, and I really looked at it like this, and just got right where I want it. And then now I'm looking at the bottom, and I want the legs to come out, the part that's gonna fold over. I want those to be as perfect as possible. So what I did was, what I'm doing, and I don't really know what the right way to do this is I'm just gonna put the 3 right, eyeball it right in the middle as much as possible. Then go over 1, 2, 3, up. Guys, I'm really sorry. Man, dude, I'm almost kind of embarrassed. Well, we're going for it. 1 inch. We're gonna make these about 1 inch. And I think what would be cool if they were kind of, I don't know if they're tapered would look good. Or if that's maybe more surface tension, more surface area on the stone to hug the stone in instead of a thin surface area, that might be kind of a thing. Man, this looks pretty ghetto right now, but it's gonna happen. So I think the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drill out this top hole, and then I'm gonna figure out how I'm gonna mount this. The math part of it, really, I'm kind of embarrassed about that part of it, but I think I'm gonna redeem myself with the creative, artistic process of this. Let's go. All right, friends, so I was thinking about doing a wire that went across, and then I was gonna tuck it under the wire. But I think what I'm going to do is do a sheath like I did on this one. Something like that. So it might be like, maybe I'll use this part of it, of this piece of scrap that I have, and it'll bend over that. We probably ended up being like this big. And then I'll mold it, bend it. Luckily, it's a thin gauge silver, so I will easily be able to manipulate it. But yeah, man. Woo, whoa, whoa, whoa. All right, now this is getting interesting. All right, friends, right here, I just am kind of finger bending this to get just right. No tools, just finger bending it, just to mock it up. So I'm thinking right here, just like that. Nice and tight. And if this goes into the back plate hook, I might have to cut around it to make it work. So I'm going to do the hook into the back plate right here, guys. Incorporate the hook that the bail goes onto into the back plate as one piece. It makes it pretty strong. So that might be something to consider if you're, especially if you're doing a heavier piece, to make it to give it some added strength. I've also made like a little circle cut and then put my jump ring into that circle, and then really got a good seal along the half circle where the jump ring fits right into the wedge. That is pretty strong too. But if you have any other ideas out there, Juanitosville, feel free to share. Maybe our viewers can gain from our shared knowledge. But yeah, incorporating the hook into the back plate really does add strength. So it's something to consider if that's what you're looking for. All right, guys, I flattened this back out, and I want to do some stamping on it. So I was looking at the stone, and if you guys can see, the lines of the stone go this way. That goes the opposite way. Maybe a little bit of a swoop to it. So I guess it might look something like this. Something like that. To contrast, semi-pro tip, friends, just cut a bunch of pieces and then put them somewhere where you can easily grab them, so you're not looking around for a piece of sandpaper like me, punching holes in the drywall because you can't find a dang piece of sandpaper. I don't get mad. I get even. Oh yeah, sandpaper, you thought you were pretty and pristine? Look at you now. All right, guys, so here we are. I decided that I'm going to go against the lines. I'm going to go opposite. All right, guys, so check this out, man. I don't know if you guys have seen my other videos, seen me do this before, but this is the way I do it. I put this, get it on there, friends, so it doesn't shift on me. And then I grab my handy dandy tool that I made at my dad's little shop with a grinder, a little piece of metal, just a piece of steel. And I put it on the grinder. And then I made it so it wasn't too sharp, but just sharp enough. And you can see where I always hit it. And I use this to make, I get the angle of my piece right where I want it, where it's ergonomically correct, you know, for OSHA standards, of course. And then I just start on one side, guys, and I just kind of give this number. take the lines off so you guys can see what I'm working with. That's essentially it right there, friends. So let's probably gonna anneal this just to make it easy to work with, and then I'll start shaping it. Well, I don't know if I'll need to anneal it. It's pretty thin. That's the idea, friends. Let's go. Alrighty, Juanitosville. This is where we're at. I cut that out, and I just drilled the hole through here. This is going to be the bail hook, and it's going to go through the sheath. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. This is 26 gauge. If I did it again, I can already tell that I probably want to go at least 22 gauge. Alrighty, guys. What I'm going to do is just cut this just enough so I can fit a file. Alright, jewelry fanatics. I have kind of a little harebrained idea that so as you guys know, this is 26 gauge, which is quite thin, right? So whenever I make the coils go over, I don't know how strong they're going to be at this base, and I'm thinking long term here. So I have this harebrained idea. I sanded these down, and what I think I'm going to do is texture these with dust, like I do. I've been doing quite a bit lately, and I'm going to give a little bit of a leg here at the connector point, a little bit of some girth right here at the connector point, and what I'm hoping and my goal is that this will fortify these legs, and instead of being 26 gauge, by the time they are done being textured, they may be somewhere in the area of 24 gauge. This is an experiment. I've never used this technique to strengthen existing pieces. I hope we're recording. This is, as you guys know, this is the debut of my first time using this new recording device. So the sound, I hope the sound is good. I do have my fan on in here. It's summertime, and I hope that's not distracting. We're going to fuse this dust onto the legs, and where I really want for it to have strength especially is down here where it connects to the body of this, because I think what I'm going to do is cut out the center of this so that because labradorite is translucent, I can see through it. So if you know, if you're ever feeling like you want to get some extra energy from the sun, look through your labradorite into the sun, and well, you can Google what that does for your energy fields, friends. All right, guys, I see that over there. The tip I anticipate is going to fuse pretty early because it's just far away from this big body of metal over here. So I'm looking for that shiny snow kind of look. Okay, I kind of believe in that. I'm not sure if I believe. Let's go over here a little bit. Let's believe in this a little bit more. Yeah, I think we're good, friends. Let's try it. We'll know if we need to do it again. And make sure you disconnect that from your block. Oop, I did not. So if it gets stuck to your block, guys, if you just try to pull it off, you're gonna chip off your block. So what I've learned through on the internet is that if it sticks a little bit, just kind of heat it, warm it up, it'll release. And I found it to be true pretty much every time. See, just like that. Boom. Little tip, you know, we're trying to share over here, guys. We're trying to share. We're not bogarting the information. Oh, I love that sound. Let's look at this. Information, Bogart, averted. That feels stronger, guys. I think that's gonna work. Ooh, buddy. And then as we roll it over, it's going to have a texture on the arm of the... Yeah. See, we're thinking, we're freestyling, and we're finding solutions. Part of being a good jewelry designer or a successful jewelry designer is solutions. So I have really been working on this quite a bit just to get a nice connection on that inside. So I was using my round pliers and just getting that to sit flush and bend it over. Kind of like that on both sides. And I think I have a pretty good bender overage. And then I'll fine-tune file that inside right there. So I need to get this somehow to, and I was going to use this, but that's not, I need a little bit higher. Because I need for it to kind of sit like that. Because I know what I want. I know how I want for it to be. I know I want it to sit just like this. If I can get that to freeze just like that, I'd be in great shape. Is there a product out there, friends, that I could spray on this, or it'll tack it and then the solder will run too? Is that a thing? Maybe the clay stuff I see some of you guys use out there. Until then, I'm just gonna hillbilly this. I'm gonna fight with this probably for an hour and a half, maybe 2, and then I'll bring you guys back. You guys don't need to see this. All right, Juanitosville, I guess I'll let you guys see this. I'm gonna tin the back of this and just make sure there's plenty of solder on the back of this, where I want it to, around where I want for it to connect. And I just want to spread this like cake frosting. Twist this around. I did spray some flux on it. So that's tinned. So we're going to increase our odds of this attaching to this by tinning that. So there's solder already existing on the back of that. And then one way I was thinking about doing this is getting my third hand and holding it like this. And then heating it like that. Problem solving, friends. Problem solving. It's just... And then I'm going to take a break after this probably and go hang out with my bodybuilder friends. Go to the gym, get a juicy pump. Excuse my hair, guys. Okay. Yeah, let's go. Let's see if this will work. I don't know. What do you guys think? Fax me your thoughts. And then hopefully if I can get it to bond, then I could flip it back on its back, or flip it over and then add some more where I deem necessary. This is very difficult because I don't know how hot the bottom one is, because I can't really see. Really, Johnny? I'm gonna look under here. I'm getting on my knee. I'm gonna heat up the third hand a little bit. I'm looking up. I'm gonna flash the top just like I would if it was a bracelet. I'm gonna kind of look underneath. I saw a little action. I think I saw a little action, guys. So we're just gonna hope for the best there. Very difficult because you can't at the last minute give it a pinch or the whole thing might go. But, you know, hey, let's quench and let's look. Look under there, guys. I got a solder seam. And look under there, I got a solder seam. Now this nose is gonna have to be tacked down a little bit, but dude, that, ow. Farm. Okay, I think I'm fine. Yeah, don't poke yourself on the pokey parts. Boom, guys. Then I'm going to file it, or cut it, trim it, mash it, slash it, break it down, buddy. Woo! All right, Battle Cats, this is where we are. Yeah, dudes. We definitely have something there. I filed the back here, got the bail hook kind of feeling pretty good. Remember, we have this textured back here. This stone will fit in there. I make the bail next, and then I'm going to put that on there, and then I'm going to polish. Well, I'm going to polish everything, and then the last thing, I'll set the stone in, do some last minute wedging in, tightening, flip these over, make sure these are sitting nice, like the way that my vision. Maybe I'll use some of these awesome cool design thing I was going to do on Cooper's pendant. I was going to use this. Maybe I'll use it on this because I think it's more fitting this stone and this piece. So I'll do one of my really awesome ornate bails. All right, friends, I am back, and I put the bail on this. If you would like to see how I did this bail, watch an episode and I go through this whole process. I've decided to not do as many bails on my videos because I want to try to keep them short, guys. And once you've seen me make one bail of this style, you've pretty much seen them all. So I'm trying to spare you guys and keep my videos interesting and not boring. So I'm going to cut this little window out. I decided to do a small window because of the thinness of this silver. I didn't want for it to be too weak. Once the stone's on there and it's set, the stone is going to hold. It's all going to be one unit. But, you know, just in the interest of strength, I'm going to just do a smaller open-ended back. So that's what we're going to be working on here. Okay, friends. Got that out of the way. So you guys can probably see how this is going to work. The stone's going to be right in there. These are going to be rolled over the top right here, reinforced with the dust on the back. And so I'm going to do some cleanup around this to get it looking as good as I can. So we're going to just keep working, man. Do some cleanup here, clean up all around here, and just keep making our dreams come true. Alrighty, Juanitosville. Here we are, friends. This is it, guys. What do you guys think? I know these aren't perfect. Wish they were, but they're not. But I think once we get them rolled and get them where they want, either it's going to look more imperfect or more perfect. We'll find out as we get there. So that's it, friends. Sorry I took my jewelry off after I was done hanging out with my bodybuilder buddies. I forgot to put my jewelry back on. I don't like to wear my jewelry around them. It makes them feel really insecure. So, you know, jewelry trumps muscles any day. All right, you introverted cat lovers out there. This is where we are, guys. Look at that. Oh, wow. So I think we're at the stage. And I got to let you know, I was going to let the video be over earlier, but you guys got to see this part because I can't leave you out on this. This is really a big, major part of the adventure. Okay, so we got the stone right here. Madagascarian. I don't know what, but it's from Madagascar. And this is a beautiful piece of labradorite. It sits right in there like this. And we're going to grab our double round pliers. And I don't know, guys. I don't know if these are... It's possible that these might be too long. But there's only one way to find out. We're just gonna start bending. I'm going to take this and I'll put this over here. And I'm going to try to be very, very gentle with it. By the way, you notice I put my jewelry back on. After I got done hanging out with my bodybuilder buddies, I don't like to wear my jewelry right away because they like to bask in their pump, their juicy pump they get at the gym, and you know, they have fragile egos, so I'm not really trying to like flex on them, so to speak, you know what I'm saying? Okay, let's see if we can get this tight. How about that? I'm starting to think this might be kind of long, but it may be part of the, I could always bend it out. And then I want this to slowly get bigger. And then I want for it to, I think I want it to come up. I've never made this before, guys, so you guys are watching in real time what this is going to be like. So this goes in here. I hope I still have you guys in frame. Okay. I think I take this out for a second. I'm just gonna keep bending this and rolling this, but I think at some point I gotta start getting some height on this bad boy. So maybe give it like a, dude, I don't know, like that. I'm gonna believe in it. We're gonna do the same thing over here. We're gonna start off tight, just like this, like we're doing the other one. I'm gonna roll it tight underneath. And we're gonna keep rolling. Then I'm gonna, at some point here, I think right here, I'm gonna add some height to it. Now, can you see the height that I'm discussing, or that I'm referencing? It's starting to get tall. I want for both of these to get tall, just like that, so that when I put the stone in here, a little bit more, just a little bit more, guys. I'm gonna bend this towards the inside. Hope you guys are picking up what I'm putting down. I'm trying to talk as I'm doing this. Okay. And then this is the kind of the action I was wanting, or just click in. See, almost like I had done that before. I've never done this before. I think I'm getting something here. I might just need to, I don't think I need to hit it with anything. I mean, you can party pretty hard. I don't know if you can party hardy, but I think you can party pretty hard. That's not going anywhere. That's not coming out. This is it, guys. Wow. That's it. What do you guys think? Is that dumb? If you were hanging out with your bodybuilder friends, would you wear that right after you guys got done lifting, or do you think it would hurt their feelings? I think they would rejoice in your sauce. All right, guys, I'm Benny. I'm out. Thanks for watching this part. As always, if this had any value to you, please subscribe. Take this idea and make your own with it, man. Run with this. This is not my idea. This came from the gods, the jewelry gods. So yeah, buddy. Thanks, guys, for the adventure. I'm Benny. I'm out. Peace.